All right, yo, what's up, guys? It's Keen from Yumi and Decree, and today we're here with Aaron, and you made top eight at the ARG Invitational, and you were playing Zoo. How'd you feel about the deck?
It's the same it's always been.
Yeah, it just gets like a little bit more complicated to like make plays, and obviously with the like link mechanic, it kind of made it harder. But Missus Rating kind of fixes it, right?
Yeah, like, so the only, like, one of the main changes that I would have made is I would have cut Emerald from the extra deck completely. Like, there was never once that I wanted a rank 4 or, like, ever needed to make it.
What would you replace it with?
I think a third Tiger or, like, a second Borbo. Like, there's just never a situation where you're like, oh, hey, I really need a rank 4 here.
Okay. All right, so let's go through it real quick. Pretty standard. Three Ghost Ogre, one Maxi, obvious. You played four Kaiju's. I saw a lot of people were playing Kaiju's at the event. Why was that?
Um, so we had to combat Dracozu somehow, and Pianissimo was a bad card because once Pianissimo started being played, everyone just made Hammer Kong, so you couldn't target your Zoo monsters. So we had to like find a better way to do it. And also in the like game one of the Zoo mirror, like having a Kaiju is just like better because people like weren't playing barrier this weekend for some reason. So
Uh-huh.
I just Kaiju their Trident, and they had nothing to stop me, and we just killed them.
Nice. Okay, cool. Was there like any reason you played these specific ones, or just like four different ones with different attacks?
The dark one should have been the Wind Kaiju, but I couldn't find it. So that's pretty much the only like major change I would have made
Okay.
from that.
All right, cool. Oh, so you can make with like a whiptail and a thoroughblade and attack over it, right?
Yeah, kind. Well, yes, that, but also when you have Radiant on the field, it lowers it to the same attack as a Gamesio.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, and then one Ram Ram. I saw like some people playing two, some playing one, and they all had like different reasons. What was your reason for that?
So I've made the deck with Dion Ackridge. Like he made most of it and just like gave me the list like Friday. I'm like, okay, this deck seems good because the explanation that he made is like we're playing normal summon deck, so like we have to like always like have our normal summon and let it resolve. So we just decided to cut like the extra tanky and then the extra ram ram, so we
Mm-hmm.
could actually like resolve our. Sorry, so we could actually like resolve our normal summon. So I played the extra twins, I played the kaijus, I played just a lot more monsters that were like relevant to the board and like, sorry, made sure our normal summon stuck. So I played like extra shuffle reborn, and I didn't want to like clog with all monster hands.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Two rat. Why didn't you play three? No. Three thoroughblade, three whiptail standard. Three cosmic. I'll put this in the same category as twin. Why'd you decide to play both? Because I saw people were either playing one or the other, and then whichever one they weren't maining was in the side. So why'd you decide to play both?
Again, same thing. Like we're playing normal summon deck. Like we have to make sure our stuff resolves. So standby phase, twin twister, hit everything, and then we just go from there. And then same thing for cosmic. Like when you're playing versus the Draco deck, they might set like a couple buffs. So you
Mm-hmm.
just like wait for the one that's relevant. And also going first, I never set twin. It was only the cosmic. So they were like, first thing you do, activate heritage, tribute. You're like, okay, cosmic banish. Now you have a dead Draco in hand. You can't use your heritage anymore. You down to like a normal summon, maybe a disciple if you can get that far. But yeah, I just made sure that like everything that like we did was able to resolve. And in the mirror match, like the only time it sucked was when like the people weren't playing like a lot of back row. But even then, like Cosmic Barrage is still good. Like setting twin as a bluff, like versus the mirror match is always fine. Like especially in phase twin, like that's just a free win.
Yeah. Like, twin is insane.
Yeah.
And then two slumber, obvious. Three desires. Did you just want to see this card like in your opening hand every time?
Yeah, going second, like you're playing versus the mirror, they're gonna go first and end with the same amount of cards that you start with. So you have to like find ways to counteract that. So I always wanted to see desires, and then with like the extra thing, like you play twins, so like you get value off of like pitching a zoo for Tiger Mortar, pitching slumber, pitching extra desires. So like there was always like even when you drew multiple, like you would rather resolve multiple than like not draw at all.
Gotcha. And then two Shuffle Reborn, one Soul Charge, just extra pushes. Twin, like we just discussed. Three Barrage, second push. And then three Barrier, one Warning, and combo. So pretty standard. You didn't want to play a two combo? Saw some people playing two.
Oh, I had been playing that for actually like 2 weeks leading up to the event, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know why. I just got it last second. I wanted to play 40, and also just like another like dead card. It was like there were a lot of situations where like I decided out going second, and then unless I was playing the mirror, I didn't want the extra advantage. So I figured like if anything, I would decide it for going first in the mirror. But like at that point, there's better cards like Floodgate Trapple, like you'll see later on.
Gotcha. Okay, onto the side. You played three Ash, obvious for the like Draco matchup and other stuff. Two Dark Hole, Regeki, three Econ, Two Floodgate. This card was like probably the MVP of the weekend, right? Like everybody was playing it. Why was that?
Because the way the link mechanic works is stupid. So like it's treated the same as synchro summoning instead of contact fusing. So if the monster in your extra deck is face down, you can't link with it. So there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. So it's just like as soon as they summon the first one, the extra monster zone, they just book it, and they're just pretty much just locked out of their extra deck. So
Yeah,
it's kind of like
it's permanent barrier. That's why
yeah.
you see the econ, and that's another reason why I played extra Shuffle Reborn. So like whenever they cleared my board, the first thing I did was just Shuffle Reborn. So even if they book me, I still was able to like normal summon afterwards and like keep playing.
Gotcha. Okay. You didn't want to play three, or you just couldn't find a third?
Couldn't find a third. That's what the one strike was supposed to be. Was a third floodgate.
Okay, gotcha. And then one order, sack your card, and then two deflector. Obviously people play that, and then strike, like you just said. For the extra deck, two Tiger, two Hammer Kong. Did you ever make two like in the same game? It's probably pretty relevant now, right?
Yeah. So like again, since I said I never made Emerald, like having the second Hammer Kong, I played it at Nats and it was very good. And like now that I couldn't make Emerald, like I can make Emerald even less. Like it came up even more.
Gotcha. Three Trident, three Chakanine, all standard. Two Broad Bull, one Bow, and then the Emerald that you said you would take out for either a third Tiger or something else, and then Mischievous Radiant, obviously. So yeah, those are the deck. Would you like consider taking out Emerald for like another like rank 4 that you could like hard make like Tornado or Dweller or something?
Yeah, Tornado was actually one card that I was like considering playing, but again, like it's like, so in any situation where you can make a rank 4, like Hammer Kong is actually better because in the mirror match they can't do anything. No one's playing my body, and then just having that to like protect your Trident's even better, especially because like going first now, like you have like when you normal rat, like you don't always send combo just because like you're scared of ogre and stuff. Sorry, so you do that. There's a lot of situations where like you tiger back like Thoroughblade under the Hammer Kong, so it just makes it even harder for like everything to die.
Gotcha.
So like you're more committed to the zoo plays, and sorry I didn't really explain it that well. So like you're more committed to the zoo plays, and like putting a rank 4 on the board, like the combo with Barrage Rat, you have to leave the rank 4 in your extra deck. And if you're playing versus anyone that's smart, they're never gonna let you like get it out of that position. So I'm just always gonna leave your Emerald in the extra deck zone, and then like you can't clear it until I'm ready to kill you. And like a lot of the and the other reason why is because whenever you have the potential to make a rank 4, a lot of times you can actually just kill them. So like going first with Hammer Kong, Dread, and Misses Radiant, and then like on your turn 2, because you have the misses and it boosts everything by 5, normal summoning Whiptail, and then like Trident popping, like whatever they did is I actually just like game most of the time.
Okay, cool. So what were your matchups? Just pretty much standard like Draco Zoo?
6 mirrors, 2 Draco Zoo. Top 16 was a mirror versus my friend Drew Carter. And then top 8 was Draco Zoo, which is what I lost to, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So any shout outs you want to give?
Dion Ackridge, he's the one that gave me the deck. Epic Cards and Games, of course, and yeah, Deuce QB, Avery, all for traveling with me and helping keeping the event fun.
Okay, yeah, and also shout out to Avery, whose profile we didn't get. We might get it later on, but he got second place, right? And lost in the finals.
Yeah.
Okay, so shout out to him too. All right, congrats on the top, bro, and we'll see you at the next premiere event, bro.
Thanks, man.